Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 6 of our legendary Mother Ostankya Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are a whole turn later here where Sildrator has come on back as a rebellion and they just ran right over the defenders. As you can see from the tier 1 Kislevite city, you only get, it is actually just 3 spear Kossars and 3 normal, and just not enough to hold against the 8 units that Mod the Khan was bringing. And I've got Mochi knocking stuff over on my desk. Let me get rid of her real quick. Mochi, thought you could be good. See you later. Come back. 2 things. Sit there angrily looking at me. You can come back, maybe if you act good. We've actually gone ahead and just turned around and claimed the ancient city of Quintex because Marathi showed back up. There was no other defenders there, so Ostankya is fine. We're just going to sit here and replenish for a turn. We are almost also to gaining the JINXED land HEX, which will allow us to teleport to a magical forest of our choosing, allowing us to either take Kevin over to Kislev or Ostankya herself. That way she can get back to protecting her homeland. We can leave the Druzhina to hold the line here, which is likely what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and upgrade with our gold here, the ancient city of Quintex, which will, as we do so, allow us to get up to the sanctum of Quintex, which has some pretty awesome buffs. But we'll just start off with our catacombs that we have, which is the catacombs of this impossibly ancient city, concealed treasures that are not of this realm. We've got 100 gold generated, 20 growth, and 2% more gold from all buildings in this province, which is great. I will also go ahead and chuck in the stud farm there at the Petrified Forest where Gotrek is defending. And I really wouldn't mind also grabbing in, since we already have the farm in, we can grab the Hallowed Wood to just increase the income we're making from that farm and further drop the corruption in the area. But that'd be a good choice. Alright, then we'll come back up to Bleak Coast and do the same, where we're upgrading to the Hallowed Weald, where oblasts give way to the Untamed Wields. Such places are guarded by the acolytes of the Mother Ostankya, who give leave for the Kossars to harvest, which was our first indication that she might be added into the game. As for Kevin, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade him for the Speaks to the Forest. It locks the Veneration of the Bear and the Servant of the Tsar, which these make sense for if you're following either Boris or Katerin, or Boris and Kostalton, or just whoever else you want. So Ostankya is going to be Speaks of the Forest, which means we need to get some hag heroes up to joining Kevin's army.
This gift is mine alone.
It's not as, probably smarter to go for Servant of the Tsar if we want to actually make deals with Kislev. But I think we are going to just kind of play the character and go for Speaks of the Forest. So a life lived in hand with nature means that when this one calls upon the trees, they answer his request. This will give us regeneration for hag witches and then himself a vanguard deploy. We can be exactly where we need him on the battlefield. I would say Servant of the Tsar is the best of the 3 just because you get that bump to relations to Kislev if we're trying to confederate the other 2, which we definitely are. As for Kevin's army here,
I need only the best.
I'm going to give him 1 unit of Akshina, 1 more spider, and then after that we'll probably start giving him some more elite units depending on how our treasury is looking. We'll also jump into the Witch's Hut and we will replenish our Agony Succession.
A love potion you beg of me.
Let's grab Typhlosis and Gate of Thorns.
There is always a price.
All 3 fantastic curses. Once we get a few more trinkets under our belt, we will start doing the ones that cost about 3. Jump in here and show you again. Some of the more complex curses and blessings take 3 at minimum, but since we only have basically enough to make 3 total blessings and/or curses, it's best we maximize our production.
Son of Gurney.
Alright, beautiful. So we are starting to decline in relations with Tyrion, which is not great. Apparently they don't really care that we're wiping out the Dark Elves, so which is very interesting. They just care that we are making deals with Thor and Rock. So if we come on in here and actually just go ahead and get rid of this non-aggression pact, this should make Tyrion happy.
I agree.
It's not going to make Sir Thara Belkek happy, but as long as she's willing to trade with us, I'm happy to keep going. That makes Attain a little bit more pleased with Stanky. Same thing with Avalorn, even though they were initially being friendly with Tyrannoch, Guess they've changed their mind. Fickle is the Everqueen.
By the light of the
Alariel's champion.
Well, now we can
If what
trade
you
with
seek is
Attain,
for
which
the
is
greater
perfect.
Good, as you say.
You have your terms, I have nothing further to say. I start spying on the hag women of the woods. See how many of your men make it back.
Death walks.
Yeah, Sildurator we're going to be wiping out, and then I think we are going to turn our ire to Osdamundizzle. I don't want to take too much of his lands, but he has... I'm pretty sure we can make use of the Stellar Pyramids, which will give us 12% more research rate. Pretty nice. Kislev has some researches you'd really like to power through pretty quickly getting into the next tier. So he doesn't actually have that many plots of land that are in suitable climate. And I'm going to try to stick to suitable climate only with Ostankya, because she would only protect lands that she would like to inhabit. Let's go ahead and for our next choice here with the Ice Court, Selfless Defense. Should the need to defend arise, be it herself or loyal Kislevian troops, the Ice Maiden will not shirk from such a duty, and shall bring her powers and wisdom to bear, should her attention be called to battle or to the motherland itself. So campaign will give her more chance to succeed in her actions, or battle her for throwing those hands. I think once again we're going to go for campaign. Well, that's for enemies. Never mind, battle it is. The enemy heroes don't often try to wound your own, and if they do, they usually will take them out no matter what. You don't stand a chance against the AI, especially in the higher difficulties. Anything that revolves around rolling a dice, you will lose. Let's go ahead and go for Purge the Steps here at the Titan Peaks. I'm going to bring Ostankya back around to the Moon Shard to get in some more beastly units. I think I'm going to kick out the Watchmen in the night. Give them Gotrek, and he can hand them off to another Drujina, perhaps. And then we're going to get rid of 2 of these Kislev warriors. So I'm going to go ahead and combine these lads up. That way we're not paying their upkeep, and I can replace them with some big beasties. And I'm thinking we'll go... Frostworms are not fantastic, but I'd like to get some more... We've got a pretty good collection of single entities. Maybe just go with Ice Bears. Ice Bears all the way. Right, I think we've gotten to about all the mischief we can. Let's hand the turn over to our foes.
I will carve my name into your bones.
She's trying to sue for peace. 2100. If we were the more sneaky type and didn't worry about Tyrion stabbing us in the back because we'd become unreliable, I would absolutely take this money and then immediately take her out. But what we're going to do is just say, no. She moves to attack. Wait a second. How did you reach? So now I'm a little bit concerned about what we can get up to. So before, Sildurator was a rebellion, and rebellion armies, for whatever reason, you cannot apply curses to in any shape or form. But now that Sildurator is its own faction again, we might be able to apply these curses, which would actually probably allow us to win this battle where we normally wouldn't. So let's go for Agony's Succession. I'm not going to use too many because I'm scared it won't work, and that would just be the worst. And we'll drop 2 Agony's Successions down on these 2, and then I'm going to go for the Gate of Thorns. Don't matter quite as much, so I'll drop them down on 2 of the riders with shields. Yep, that's about all of the curses I'm willing to use for this one. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but we'll find out for science. And this will let us know that it's less the rebellion issue and more something more to do with the minor battles themselves. Either way, to the field. And I guess the attackers here of Sildurator ignored all of the creepy stickmen up in the trees. What's good to know is that, yeah, now that they are a full faction, all of our blessings and curses work exactly as intended, which is beautiful. So they're going to be taking a lot of damage as they come on through. As we can see here, they're dropping health quite quickly. This other unit has taken quite a bit more damage. They may be doubled up on it. Actually, they absolutely are. So you can double up Agony Succession? That's insane. These poor Bleak Swords. They rolled incorrectly. A couple lads have already crumpled to their knees. They were weak anyways, weren't they?
I will offer their blood to Cain.
Silently marching onwards. Meanwhile, our troops hiding over here across the lake. That way the units will be as slow as they possibly can be, with our Kossar bowmen hiding in the woods here. I'll just take all of the overlays away. Kossar bowmen in the woods. We've got the spears on the sides and up front, that way any of the cavalry charges should be thwarted by them. But the AI has gotten quite a bit better at actually targeting units behind the ones with bonus versus large, which is very good, but makes me a bit sad that they've gotten more clever. We've got some more spears up on it this portion, that way we're trying not to give them any flank options. And give us a nice little blanket of arrow fire once they do come on in. They've taken their sweet time though. Very lucky we have no more magic ourselves. At the 2-minute mark, they will kick in another batch of Agony Succession. They haven't taken a ton of damage just yet.
Tremble before the merciless host.
Our arrows will soon change that. You absolutely love the colors here with Sildurator. We need some more bright, vibrant colors for our actual playable characters. Except for with the Empire, where it's yellow, another different shade of yellow, and perhaps even another shade of yellow. And with the Beastmen, I don't even think take colors properly. It's been bugged for quite some time. At this point, I would be sprinting as fast as we can towards the Kislevites. Agony Succession hasn't kicked back in yet, but it's only a matter of time. They've got a couple Dark Riders in the back, and then the ones that are lacking the shields, likely moving up to probe our defenses here. There it goes. The spirits. Go ahead and start giving them some love taps more. All of our normal Kossars at this point are invisible too, so they're likely being a little bit cautious. Which is the doom of this poor unit. Down to 90 men. That health is dropping quickly with double up Agony Succession. They're not making it into the front line. Actually, they may have rolled even worse here with this replay. They weren't down this low before we got into combat previously. It's quite amusing. So for your spread effects in the replays, it can be completely random. Good to know. Brave Kossars, are you ready to unleash hell? Just notice this guy's spear has a little bit of tassels to it. Interesting, it probably gives it +3 dexterity. Arrows away. Dark Rider's gonna charge headlong into the arrow fire. Even their bloodthirsty mounts aren't gonna enjoy that, and they're gonna turn and run. Beautiful choice. Can't even tell you how thankful I am they have no crossbowmen themselves, and this isn't a sorceress. Still just gonna walk all the way into combat. Give us plenty of time to get those arrows in. I'm gonna try to completely ignore this horde here. There's such a small target, we wouldn't really be able to get any arrow fire to actually land, so all of these shots are going to be targeting first the Dark Riders for eliminating their charge bonus, then the Bleak Swords, and then these spears. Our normal Kossars are charged, bypassing our spearmen completely. Very clever. Now they're going to try to flank this unit as well. A couple of ours are having the typical missile issues where if you give them the attack order, they charge forward of it instead of firing. That's why you want to kind of leave them on fire at will and give them a formation as often as you can. It just keeps them from running in like fools. Your Kossars holding the line. They become a little bit redundant with the addition of Albany or Kislev warriors, but since they've got bows, they are still useful in some cases. Got some opportunity to run down a few fleeing spearmen. We're going to go ahead and quickly switch their targets so that they can start firing into the backs of these surviving Dread Spears and Dark Riders. Battle's going very well for us so far, and their Lord is stuck in the middle of these Kossars. She can have an absolute field day with them, but much better than having her traipse through the rest of our forces. Murderous Prowess gives them a little bit more killing potential. Not enough to break the will of our Kislevites. It was 100% the curses and blessings that the reason we won this battle here. Agony Succession will continue to pop as long as this enemy Lord is currently alive. I'm pretty sure the other unit we gave it to is already gone. There's the white flag, the Druki break. Fleeing tails between their legs back to their newly claimed Iron Spike. We shall hunt them down quite soon.
What care I for peasants?
And of course, because I'm a professional, I just realized that the mic was muted, so I'm not going to get any of my beautiful voice for the end of that previous battle. I mostly just said that, JINXED land. I have now been distracted. Yoink. That we've learned that Sildrator is in fact, you do get to use the blessings and curses on them. They're not actually going to count as a rebellion army, but we'll make sure that bug is actually noted so that way CA can keep working on it, because at current, if you try to curse any of the rebellion armies, it'll let you do it, it'll let you use them, and just none of the effects will actually work as intended, which is not great, as you would expect. Ostankya, we will have you sprint down to the petrified forest.
I shall be in the gardens, or the nearest wood.
Actually, you know what? Maybe we can not march. We can still make it into... no. I want maximum replenishment either way. What we'll do is utilize this turn to make as much construction as we can. So let's go ahead and just upgrade the Hallowed Wield here. I actually think it best to hold off and upgrade the Ancient City of Quintex itself, but it'll be almost identical on the surplus. Yeah, let's hold off. Sweet, but we do have the JINXED land battle. I clicked right on through that pretty quickly, but let's go ahead and read. Where are you hiding? Alright, we get to fight some Wood Elves. Teeming with mystical energy, the magical forests scattered across the land are a ripe source of spirit essence, promising untold power to any who might channel it. With dark magic, gateways may be opened to each forest, providing an endless fount of spiritual energy. The Wood Elves, however, prove a constant thorn in the side, seeing such things as a threat to the sanctity of their land. They defend the magical forests against all intruders, barring entry to any who would seek to channel their essence. Dealing with these misguided miscreants will prove a challenge. Yet with the aid of the malevolent spirits of the forest, the ancient power of these woodlands may yet be within reach. So we will be throwing down with some Wood Elves, and we actually will gain some malevolent treekin that help us out in the fight, which is great. We will get to this once we grab ourselves some extra feral ice bears. Because fighting the Wood Elves is always a ton of fun.
Druzhina. More warriors
Druzhina.
to defend Kislev.
And Druzhina, I think I'm going to give you a Frostworm for a single entity, and then a Snow Leopard. What's funny is the Snow Leopard almost looks better stat-wise than the Frostworm. Yeah, it has less overall damage, but is faster. Has more overall melee attack and defense, and has bonus versus large. Interesting. Frostworm looks like he needs some help. I think I've been hearing a lot of that from the community as well and other creators, is that Frostworms are just they're not performing well at all. They look fantastic from what the consensus is, but they perform like garbage. We will find out. We'll go track some extra lads, and then we will come in here and grab Agony Succession once more, because that basically single-handedly defeated that army for us. Typhlosis. Oh, we could have gone for a Fragmenty, that was foolish. I'll remember that next time. Alright, beautiful. Can we stop anyone from moving? No, there's not any corruption either. So these other chants are currently useless. But soon we shall unleash our hordes of spiders upon the Hag Hall. And in fact,
Commander of the soldiery.
since I'm pretty sure we're not going to deal with Hexawaddle, even if we do, I think we can handle them with a horde of spiders.
Defender
Let's go
of
ahead and
Kislev.
hire in another hero here. Druzhina, of course. Knowledgeable or Vanguard. Yeah, leadership for everyone when fighting against demons. Let's just grab Vaja the Knowledgeable, and then we'll just go ahead and rename him immediately to Urkalisk, which was a patriarch in the Lost Boris Ursus narrative campaign. He has come on back to serve in Ostankya's armies. We'll gain 10 Spirit Essence. And then the next Druzhina we'll get is going to be named Gretel and rolling with... Or named Hansel, rather. Ooh. And rolling with good old Gretel down here. We'll pull her out of Ostankya's army and likely replace with an additional Incarnate. Like 2 of them total in the army. I think 3 Hag, which is a little bit too much to micro.
Safe.
At least for my tiny brain.
King Lewin Leoncoeur.
Corone would like a non-aggression pact. He's getting likely throat chop from all sides. We will go ahead and sign the non-aggression. Mother Ostankya making friends everywhere. Really prefer to start trading. And I think we are going to end up going to war with Katep. He has claimed a lot of the lands to our north, which are frozen, and I think we would like them much more than him. Especially if he has any of the timber resource. This thing is fantastic for boosting up all our farms. So let's have Urkalisk do absolutely nothing. We'll have him go to
Come, we
march.
march.
You go behind the fortress to be safe.
Perhaps.
Not even sure how that works, but I'll take it. And then we'll leave the RORs for an emergency army. Stuff. That'll be our turn. Rite of Awakening performed by Itza. She is closing in little by little. World Walkers have defeated the Varg's champion likely and now confederated them, and we've got ourselves a Toll Keeper. Ranked up below rank 10. We need to hit the up roll on this as many times as we can. And 12% more income from the local province.
Staring
He's almost here.
as the crow flies.
See if we can't discover them this turn. There's Festus. The land has been torn asunder by Norska and the Warriors of Chaos. Hopefully they can hold. As soon as we can arrive, we can start lending some aid as well. We've already crippled the Dark Elves. Go Trek, I'd love to bring you on in with
Definitely
Ostankya to
not.
deal with Iron Spike.
The spirits.
So we're gonna
bring-
claim this back for us.
Spirits bring death.
I'm gonna sack it and then just have Go Trek claim it. Alright,
They
it's
will
around
be
there.
better dead.
They will be. Now Go Trek, come on up.
Follow my lead.
Follow my
Steal
lead.
their future.
I'll give Gretel... Let's go for an additional Vengeance of Spirits. This spell is fantastic. And then we'll just karate chop Iron Spike in the throat. You poor fools.
Do not disappoint us, Ostankya troops.
They did a good job of not disappointing. I am going to go ahead and, well, stacking's not really going to be worth it at all. But we're going to do it anyway because I don't want Ostankya to stay here at all.
Taken from the weak.
We want her to turn and run back on towards both Brothers of Tor. These guys call down lightning. The elemental might of Tor blesses the weapons of his Oath Brothers. As lightning flashes with every swing of their blades. It'd be cool if they had even more VFX, so it made it look like they had almost lightsabers, but
The land
can't have everything.
must drive us on.
we need
Inhabit
Ostankya
this
to
province.
move her part on over to the Moon Shards. We can start recruiting in the Elite Bears.
Gotrek.
Well, I've got Trek. Just come on in and claim Iron Spike. Wouldn't mind causing even more instability just to incite rebellion. Let's do it.
We'll reclaim it in blood!
Soul Slayer.
We just did reclaim it in blood. And we'll chuck in the Iron Mining Pit as well.
Gotrek.
Negative 48 should mean yes, rebellion in 3 turns, and Go Trek and Felix should be able to handle it.
Giant Slayer.
Hopefully.
An old woman.
I've been wrong before. Alright, Ostankya, we have all of your spells. Let's go ahead and grab the final point into a Malediction of Madness. We're just going to drop the cost for it, and then give it a little bit of a nice reduction in cooldown. 50% is pretty hefty. Beautiful stuff. Actually, you know what? As I say that, Malediction of Badness is not our most potent spell. I think Forbidden Fins and some of the others are. But we're going to grab Creatures of the Land here, since her spell book is pretty well filled out. Arena, now that we are in friendly territory for the most part, we can start grabbing the spread control passes.
Send a woman to do.
Beautiful. And the Oath Brothers can be an excellent emergency unit. We got better swords or better bows, Guardians of the Ice. This arena is served and protected by the formidable warrior women of the Ice Guard. It is for the witches and maidens of the court to ensure that the bodyguards of the Ice Queen are suitably equipped. We will give them either better bows or better swords. I think better missile strength for the Ice Guard is going to be the call 100% of the time. They do not perform well in melee, even in Katarin's army. They'll hold their own against maybe like low and medium tier units, but after that they get just steamrolled. Go for the upgrade of the Hallowed Forest here, increase how much our farms are making by 50%. That seems pretty hefty, even though it's just a farm. And then we can get ready for a new war with the Tomb Kings, which is going to be a battle of unending deluges.
Champion of Kislev.
Can't wait. Hercules looks like he has seen some stuff living out here in the woods.
Champion of the Mother.
And he's over it. Let's see. Haghall is not very well defended, but who's here? Evan, go find out. Ooh, a sneak attack. Oh, we have an agreement, though.
And I might be able to bestow.
Oh, we recently signed the treaty, too. Okay, well, in that case, don't have a lot of choice.
Drużyna, stand ready.
I'm gonna have Hercules come down to defend to the south. Meanwhile, well, he'll post up with Gotrek down here, while Ostankya moves over to the Moonshard, grabs some new units, takes the JINXED land, and then warps on over to Kislev to start defending the homeland. We have to get there before as many of the factions as we can fall. I bet Boris is already gone, but if we move quick, we might be able to save Katarin. So let's go Fragmenty. Oh, and that locks us out of getting any more curses, and we have to come over here and grab the Unburdened Step, which I'm not the biggest fan of.
Guardian of the land.
Alright, Kevin, so you're going to continue to have kind of a boring job for now. Back into the
sing,
Bleakhold.
dance and drink.
I am tempted to give you even more spiders, but I think we're getting a little bit expensive on your side army here for now. So we shall wait. Do you have any more heroes we can recruit in, though? We do have a maiden, but she's wounded, isn't she?
Drużyna ready.
For one more turn. She'll be back very soon. Excellent. Well, we've met the Great Orthodoxy. And what's funny is, now that we've met him, he should be declaring war on us instantly.
Obey.
Stalton hates Ostankya. He's friendly. I like that even though we broke the agreement with them. Oh, no, we didn't. We don't want to be seen as treacherous. I want to make friends with the Jade Court. At all costs. Alright, well, that'll be another turn. Yoink and yoink.
Kislev's defense is my solemn duty.
Ruinous infiltration. The unthinkable has occurred. We have uncovered a chaos cult in the very heart of the motherland. The blasphemers were summarily executed, but we must take drastic action to prevent such an infection occurring again. A dogma, instilling new fervor within the populace, make every child understand exactly what happens when ruin visits Kislev. As the nightmares grip them, they will beg their parents to protect them, no matter the cost. That's horrifying. The other kingdoms do not realize how close to doom it is to their doors. We must send our most gifted orators to make these pampered fools understand. Once they do, they will surely aid our cause. I think this is the best cause of action. We're not going to make the kids scared. No matter the cost. Just nuke them into orbit. Or nuke them from orbit. Good grief. The seducers of the Slanesh have bitten the dust. I was going to declare war on them before they were wiped out, so that's a little unfortunate. Donkey the Builder. And Kazahela is back and ready for duty. Welcome, madam. You I would like to send to Kislev, but I don't think that's going to work out, so let's come on up and join up with Kevin's forces.
Shall provide.
He sounds a little cold. Can't imagine why. And then we'll go ahead and march on up into, since we can barely not reach Petrified Forest. March up into Moonshard.
Spirits, I see.
Yeah, I'll leave Gretel in the forces for now, that we can keep her upgrading by going through the trials and tribulations with Ostankya, and I'm gonna go ahead and kick these Gossars out. Paid for them, but there was really no reason to. No, we're not gonna upgrade the Stanitsa there.
Defender
Save a bit of gold because we need to be able to afford the bears. The bears. Magnetic Succession.
A love potion you beg of
Gate
me
of
to
Thorns.
bring you closer
I like Fragmenty
together.
so much, though. Let's grab
That is
Fragmenty for the extra
always
quest battles, and we can
right.
just immediately delete the lord of whichever army we're fighting.
The fear of HEX is good, for it gives us power. Darkness.
Does indeed.
Heed
I love
to rot.
Heinrich wants to be friends with Ostankya. Matchmaiden? Somewhere.
Its Lord.
Somewhere not good.
am truth.
That's about all we get up to, with Gestalten being truth over there. Let's make sure that our Hag Witch is moving in the proper... I don't know if I may have thrown off the direction here. Still own Erengrad? I am so impressed. I'm at the Ice Court. How lovely.
Mistress of
It is night.
I don't think Katerin really likes Ostankya either,
Kislev.
but it's not nearly to the degree that like Gestalten is actively hunting her down.
Morality and evil.
Evan, you're up to a boring existence for now. Keep helping out our control, my friend.
I should return to my studies.
Here's the settlement we have that we can upgrade. Oh, yes. The vineyard here in Sildrator. Then I wouldn't mind chucking in an additional market square. It's making a little bit of money. I think it's going to be best to just go for the farmstead. Sweet business. Now we have no money, but
The ice
that'll be alright.
chose
Guardian of the land.
Alright, free speech is not a right. Oh, we're hitting all of them here. Ancient city of Quintex. A self-proclaimed truth speaker has been touring the Stanitsas, spreading a message of faithlessness. This blasphemer seduces our citizens into believing the Great Orthodoxy is merely a... Oh, we don't like the Great Orthodoxy here in the woods. Is merely a political construct designed to keep them in line. Clearly, nothing could be further from the truth. We must act. We can arrange an accident or do nothing. We don't care about the Orthodoxy. We'll have a talk with him. Ostankya's talks are quite terrifying. Usually a squirrel will come out of the forest, light on fire, and chatter with you in Darkspeak. Great. All instructor for Gotrek. Well done, my buddy. Oh, he's got 4 arms as well. Very concerned with Tyrion randomly declaring that we're not
I am
friendly.
The defender of
He's at war
Ulthuan.
with Kalidor now?
Choose your words carefully.
Is this the darkest timeline? He's wiping out the other elves through violence? I will subjugate the other kingdoms. Fair enough.
You did.
Obey.
I will absolutely start up a trade agreement with the Ice Court.
Open to you.
We still don't trust Gestalten very much.
Stand together.
Repel chaos.
What?
Ice Queen.
Katep is a strange fella. No, not only do I not want that, I'm actually going to go ahead and break this pact.
Intrigues me to barter with you.
It intrigues me to end our non-aggression pact.
Good decision.
Good decision.
Protector of Ulthuan.
That should hopefully make us better buddies with most of the good guy factions, who shouldn't like Katep very much. Ugh, they don't like that we have treaties with Kalidor. Alright, Kalidor, sorry. For the greater good.
Well-chosen words
Oh, we're
and
trading
fine
with you
wine
guys.
are the marks of civilization.
I know. You're getting wiped out, though. And it's best that we make friends with your enemies.
Very well.
You have made your true feelings known. Very well. Yes, Ostankya feels very, very strongly that you should not be our friend. Alright, in the Ice Court, we need to manifest some more power. As well as battle magic, some Ice Maidens are granted permission to learn formidable elemental powers that have only manifested during the time the Ice Queen has reigned. During the time the Ice Queen has reigned. But which one should this maiden focus on? Glacial Blast, which is a surrounding explosion that kind of gives you a clearing to run away. or Ice Shard, which allows you to chuck some icy missiles at the fools. I actually think it's going to be best to have the Glacial Blast to stay alive. Survivability. Oh, right.
Must make use of this fear.
Agreed, and I still think it's best to curse the enemy rather than bless our own troops. But let's get some of our blessings underway here. Let's get some Spirited away since we've got so many Spiderlings. Ooh, same thing with Spectre's Miasma.
Draws them close.
And our first Ember Dread. You apparently combine up a Warpstone Fragment and a Cold One's Fang, and you get a Spicy Kool-Aid. One that will give them flaming attacks as well as boost up all their damage by 20%. Fantastic.
In my woods, the offspring of chaos disappear.
Offspring of
For
Chaos
this
disappear.
is what I do.
So I'm actually going to go ahead and disband the Watchmen of the Night and let them go back to the ROR pool. I'm going to try to keep all of our ROR units for in case of emergency. Plus, they're very expensive at the moment, so we're going to try to keep all of our troops and spiders just to keep the money in line. So even the likes of Urkalisk here is going to have spiders. He's going to love it.
Kislev from chaos.
Oh, I can't quite get two of these guys. We get two normal bears, but they're inferior in every way. You get more of them, though. Okay. We get both? Oh, but we get two feral bears? You've got to be pulling on my leg. We make any more money through diplomacy. So I want to jump on over and throw down with... Oh, a little bit more. I wouldn't mind one normal bear and then one ice bear.
None shall question me.
And maybe we offer to declare war on someone for some golds? Let's see. Do we have enough money?
Ostankya will get you, they say.
Oh, there we go.
It's true
That's all I need. Ice bears and normal bears.
to offend the motherland.
Maiden of the
Ooh, of
frosts
course.
of winter.
And let's have our
Keeper.
Hag Witch on vacation. Start looking up towards Boris. See if he's still alive.
Spirits.
You can only hope. Katerina, veteran of Prague.
I prefer Belda.
Yeah, Kislev is in ruins. The oblasts need to be reclaimed.
Commander of the soldiery.
Dang, a stunk is coming. Alright, cool. Well, let's
They
just
do
go ahead
not
and
remember me at the ice
let's see if we can actually
Greetings.
offer to declare
The
war
Phoenix Court.
on Calidor.
Let us converse in a civilized manner.
Will you get mad at me? Yeah, because we broke some trees with them. Okay, so we won't do that. That'll hurt all of our agreements. Skip our notifications. We come on back to Ostankya and her newly trained bears. We end the turn.
Cowards. Say less. Do more.
And Calidor falls. Would have been great if we could have declared war on them before they did. And the Skull Takers are going to show up as well. Now, we don't see them. But they luckily are nowhere near us, at least for the time being.
Who calls?
And then now we teleport in and fight some Wood Elves. We're missing a single unit.
The motherland needs
Not that I'm
its
really all
sons
that
and
concerned about it,
daughters.
but it is one unit. Guess we can bring Kazahela with us.
Which to be
Let you get some level ups. Welcome to the party.
obtain exquisite trophies.
And we just have all of the heroes here.
Protector.
Alright, let's get them all equipped up. Make sure everyone is ready to throw hands. Got her Crown of Claws, which is perfect. Everything is in order, which means we've got extra armor and ward save for Hag Witches. White Cloak of Ulrich sounds fantastic for yourself. Scroll of Aramar, I don't actually like that much. Let's combine it up and see if we get Ace of Hellstorm. That'll be the way. We'll give you the Mace of
For
Hellstorm.
me,
A Potion of
witch.
Healing, Helm of Discord, Obsidian Amulet, just in case any kind of spells are tossed around.
I am a myth
go ahead and
in
find
my
these
own
two.
lifetime, yes. Of course, it has been a very, very long life.
Very long life. You probably shouldn't tell her personally about it, though. Alright, we do definitely need to send
As is my
or
right.
hand over a couple more of these Lord-based ancillaries.
In
we go.
my woods, the offspring of chaos
And
disappears.
the Maze of Hellstorm is definitely going to come back over with an actual melee lord or hero very soon. Let's grab the Obsidian Core, make sure we have enough gold to actually teleport over.
Heed my hexes.
And Battle of the Jinx Land begins. Biralin, the Light of the Forest. We're going to rename you to Biralin. These, Biralin the Entropus. One with Entropy. Then we'll grab all of these Agony Successions. I'm going to make sure they are on one of the Zotes, that way it's spread out to two of them, and in with these Blade Dancers. We can handle the Dryads pretty easily. They've got very low melee stats here on not SFO from Vanilla. We can go for even... We don't have any enemies nearby just yet. We can make sure the archers are also falling apart. Perfect. Transfers it over to a Pyrrhic Victory. Oh, we have a whole army here. Ossarin, Shadow of the Forest. This army doesn't look bad at all. I mean, none of these spiders are going to survive long, but everything else here seems pretty strong. Alright, well, let's grab... Can we put Spirited Away on his units? Hang on now. Oh, we can't. What shenanigans. I will Unburden Step Ostankya. And that's going to be about it then. Alright. You think you can keep my Hex from me? What a fool. Absolutely incredible looking map is the Defense of Athel Loren. However, it does seem in all of these quest battles here that you are playing, it does flip the map for what it should be. So we are coming from the tree itself, which is what it seems like we should be attacking. So I think that with a couple of these, even with Orion and some of the other Wood Elf battle maps, it has you on the opposite side that you likely should be. So I'd like to see that change in the future. We should be assaulting the tree rather than riding down against them from it. That will be alright, though, as Ostankya crashes on in. The Wood Elves are already seeing havoc wreaked from the combination of curses and spells from Hala the Wild. We've got our own Branch Wraith on our side, which is fantastic. The Malevolent Spiders crashing into the surviving War Dancers here. They will not survive for long, especially cursed as they are. Got our bears coming in from the other side. We'll try to get a slow motion bit here because we've got a lot of stuff going on all at once. I've got the feral ice bears rolling in with our armor-piercing giant spiders. Looking for some num-nums. The finicky lads of the forest didn't bring any actual beasties to bear, and that was will be their undoing. Oh, I thought there was a new animation where they were casting ice down and sledding across it. That was awesome. No, this is just Kazahala Slakta. We've got the Kislev warriors rolling with the Mordheim Beowulfs. Their plan is just going to be holding up front and keeping our Akshina ambushers out of combat. We've also got the big beastie, which I've got a comment to name Windagoofy, which I quite love the comment, so that's what we're going to name him. Take away the fear just a little bit. Normal bears steaming in from the left flank. Again, just looking for any of those large targets they can find, and they'll just rip them apart. Infantry will work just fine. The initial clash going quite well for our lads. Friend and foe, Treekin ripping the enemy apart. Zotes versus Malevolent Treemen. Our own Akshina already starting to rip into the Dryads there. And Windagoofy. Give him the smack. And his elemental crows are going to rip apart all of the very, very lightly armored Wood Elves there.
Look to their wizards!
Look to their wizards. They're already almost dead. Plan was to also have all of the Hag Witches just kind of skating around the outside of the Wood Elves, who again are very lightly armored, so any blast is going to really be felt by their numbers. Got our own spiders charging through just to disrupt the archer core, as that's pretty much the only thing they have left that's going to be able to do damage to us. They've got reinforcements coming in now, but too little too late. And we do have the advantage on the map at this point. A couple of the witches getting shot at by a couple of our missile troops here, so we gotta keep them moving. Just keep through these Glade Guard. Oh, got a shot in as they went by. Bold strategy. Surviving friendly treekin doing their best to clear out the spiders. And there are also some surviving Zotes. Our bears haven't quite been given orders yet, so we're gonna get them moving now. Dragon. Dragon of the forest. Furious at Ostankya is gonna come on in. He's clearly got the laser eyes targeted on her directly. Definitely don't want her fighting a dragon for very long. No matter how scary. Got some spider hatchlings coming on in as Jaff, giving Ostankya a bit of time to retreat, although it seems like he's just kind of got a bit goofy himself. Ostankya's stuck up on one of the enemy's Zotes. Oh, swooping on in on one of our other hag witches. Gotta get her moving as well. Luckily, we do have some bears nearby that can respond and help out. But if we don't move quickly, hag witches go down quite fast. We've got our own spiders flanking around to go after any of the skirmish cavalry they have left. Ice bears have surrounded the forest dragon. It is going in nowhere now. With their extra large mass, it's gonna be forced to fight to the death. Pale wolves and bears versus dragon. More spells flying down from the enemy caster there. Earthblood not going to be doing any healing at all, thanks to the Bale Wolves dropping all healing by 100%. As long as they touch the Tree Man too, he will also lose all of his healing, which is great. Oh, this didn't actually happen in the battle at all. We didn't have our spiders jump by Hawks, not one bit. That's alright, we shall have a little bit of a variance here, that's fine. Wendigoon also getting charged by the big hawk, although it's not going to stay and fight for very long. They don't actually have anything to protect them from terror. Yeah, things broke down a little bit here in the end, but pretty much identical to how things were played out. And a victory for Ostankya. The JINXED land is ours. Next stop, Kislev. And like that, we're victorious. Couldn't have asked for a better win. Most of the damage going to just a couple of the hag witches and the Kislevite warriors, as it should. We can go ahead and grab the pardon of the captives for a little bit more gold there.
The world's magical forests call to the daughters, revealing gateways long since hidden to the uninitiated. No matter the distance or what lies between, the Coven can traverse their secret ingresses in the blink of an eye.
And now, nothing can stop us. Or so I would have you believe. And with that victory, we've got a valet, a couple more excellent ancillaries, and we have defeated the JINXED land. We've got a little bit of extra casualty replenishment to recover from that battle, and the excellent teleport curse. And with that, we've got the short victory completed. I guess we can call it there. Nah, just kidding. Glory to you, glory to us, the war will go on forever, as that is the nature of this turbulent world, but for the moment, we can claim a victory. It'll give us more hero capacity, plus 3 for all heroes, which would be great for hag witches. Oh, and after fighting them, we gain a new trinket. Beautiful stuff. Sorry, wood elves. What did we gain here? A bit of bark? The bark of ages. So, in this patch of bark, many centuries old, has seen more than most individuals, despite its stationary nature. So when we use it for a blessing, we get Vanguard, and for a curse, we get 15% speed drop. That's pretty solid. It's not used for any specific blessings or curses. But that's just fine. We can use it for an extra wood slot if we need be. And for a blessing, that'll give us Vanguard deploys. We can make sure they're exactly where we need them to drop off the bear. In fact, that's a great idea. Horns plus Bark of Ages. Perfect Vigor and Vanguard.
Something
Indeed.
wicked this way come.
And now we need to resupply our Agony Succession. And I mean, I wouldn't mind a Hag's Denial. Let's go for the Typhlosis, though. Excellent for stopping an elite unit. Not so much for elite heroes and things, but
Mother
units, absolutely.
Ostankya.
Alright, Ostankya, probably better to go down your red line finally, and then we'll probably finish things off by grabbing the upgraded Forbidden Fins. This will give all of our beasts 8 more melee attack and 12% more strength. Sweet business.
Help is always appreciated.
Beasties are up to 79 weapon strength, 86 for the bears,
Celebrate
41
now,
armor piercing.
Kislev.
The armor piercing just went
Bring
away
fuss.
because of the event we had where it was boosting up the base weapon damage by 20, so it was actually putting it above their armor piercing, so it was counting them as a no longer an armor piercing unit, even though they absolutely were. Kinda strange. We had 2 points of you, duh. Let's go Creatures of the Land and Relentless Chargers and Cav. Best of the Court is not for you, so Firing Drills. Reload time for those like Sheena.
Warding Kislev from
Then Lady
chaos.
Koshka. Let's make sure your spells aren't exploding in your face, and we'll grab Arcane Conduit as well for extra recharge.
This
40%
is why
per witch.
Kislev endures.
Upheaval of Earth here so we can have more rocks to throw at them. We are going to have our hands full trying to use all of our bound
If you
spells every
want something
battle here.
done, send a woman
Gretel, you're
to do.
aggressive. We'll give you Slay Dirge. 20% more weapon strength. And then 30 more charge bonus and causes terror. She's up to 118. And now we need to find her a bunch of weapons that increases that further. So Maze of Hailstorm. Yeah, exactly. Armor of Fortune. Star Iron Ring for some ward save because she's going to be in the thick of things a lot. That is perfect. Our most aggressive Hag Witch. Excellent. So back over into the skills. Let's also just go for then the secondary point into spread control. The upgraded Witch Broth is going to be her bread and butter, probably because we can overcast it and get the blessed version, which is going to heal her while we crash through combats. We'll see just how
Spirits,
nasty
I
we can
see.
make her as a melee unit, or we can see how disappointing it can be. Upheaval of Earth, and then we have a couple more options here. We've got Hex in.
Celebrate now, Kislev.
Effect duration for Hex
Bring
spells.
fuss.
I think that's going to be the way here for you. Mother Knows Best is going to be best with a Dragina or a Oyar. Of course, Ostankya knows best.
Say Hag.
Alright,
at
Kazahala.
your
Let's
peril.
give you Scouting. We're going to go for her passives first. Scouting and boost income, and then we're going to take you out of this army and back over with Kevin.
The ice court shall provide.
Beautiful.
Heed my
You
hex.
can head over to the Moon
Head
Shard,
These hovels.
and then we'll grab
The lands.
Gretel and have her come out of the military as well. Yoink, you're going to stay here in this area.
Call me.
What area of the world are we in? The Bleak Coast? You can stay here at the Bleak Coast. Means Ostankya needs 2 more units, so we will grab a couple of single entities. I think we're going to grab the good old Snow Leopard and Frostworm. Get ourselves a nice mixed unit of the lads of the land and the beasts of the forest.
Hag witch.
And actually, as I say it, we're probably going to have Gretel join us on the other side. We will see. We might just name the other one Gretel and leave you here. You're our Slay Dirge. Oh, we've got to keep you, don't we?
I see. Heed my hex.
This was not done correctly. We will take the other beast's Hag Witch out and leave her here to defend with Kevin. I'm going to have this Dragina have Soldiers of the Faith. That's going to be the attempt, because he was a patriarch in our Morris Ursus campaign. With our gold, let's go ahead and upgrade this ancient city of Quintex. That way we can upgrade the vaults of Quintex as well. Got heroes everywhere now.
Maiden of the Frosts.
bolstering
Maiden of the
against
Frosts.
chaos.
For them.
Kind of deals to be had after drop kicking that army of the Wood Elves. In fact, no, we've probably made now extra enemies with the Sisters of Twilight.
Morality and evil are different things.
Trespasses against the Heralds of Ariel, perfect. Alright, well, everyone to our north is going to have to get wiped out. That's just going to be the way. We'll make friends with perhaps Drycha. We have succeeded in growing our forces. We gain a War Banner and a 7 Spirit Essence. Excellent. Tamara Bukowski has completed her training. Congratulations in graduating and not dying, because I think a lot of Ice Maidens don't make it through training. They're very much like Spartans. So you guys have lost Volksgrad, and Prague is actually under the Orthodoxy's control. Katerin, I'm very concerned what you're up to over here. I've got a very fun idea of what we're going to do to Ostankya. We're going to come on in and we're probably going to actually take the forest from Drycha, because Ostankya, while I would like to, on my own personal, actually ally with Wood Elves, Ostankya would see them as nothing but a nuisance. Gretel, you go ahead and join up. Especially the likes of Drycha, who would be very keen on wiping out Kislevites who stray too close to her woods. So let's take Ostankya. And the Witchwood is where we want to go, right? Oh, no, absolutely not. We want to go to... I think, is it the... Which is the closest? Is it the Griffinwood? I believe that's the one that Drycha is at. Indeed. And so, we teleport. Well, hello, Drycha. Surprise. Grandma's home. You got Kashra the Lost. You a big tree man? Well, you've got Coedel with you. Fight the fight. A tier 4 settlement. Ooh, they aren't ready for us at all. Let's grab another Agony Succession. Another Fragmenti. And then we can get the Unburdened Step that provides Vanguard deployment. And then with the combination of Agony Succession and Fragmenti, we should be able to wipe out Coedel and his cohorts, no problem.
Kislev from chaos.
She's down into Essen and Nagenhof, which is very interesting. All of the factions have taken a kind of a different path this campaign, which is fun to see. Alright, well here's what I'm gonna do. Who are you at war with? She doesn't like treaties with the Ice Court. She is fighting factions that we are going to need to be fighting. Signing any treaties with the Bone Rattlers is going to be a bad call, because that'll put us at odds with Drin. And he also doesn't like Katerin. So we just declare war like a crazy person. Hello, Katra and Coedil. Enjoy doom. Your people will bleed for this. We'll see, won't we? The Griffinwood is surrounded. We'll go ahead and deploy our curses and blessings in the next episode. I am out of time for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's episode of Mother Ostankya. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the light god and a sub for the sub tone. See you on the next one.